Evening, everyone, and welcome to our Wednesday night meditation live. This is just our Wednesday evening time to collect together in this sacred space, to connect together in this sacred space, and to have a time of meditation, a time of prayer, and a time of stillness. Now, sometimes these are our meditations where we're joined by a special guest. And sometimes these are meditations that are led by myself. If you don't know me, I'm Reverend Brandon Nagel, and I'm an associate minister with Unity Village Chapel. And it is an honor and a privilege for me to get to sit and spend some time in the stillness with you. And tonight, what we are going to do is we're going to actually allow our meditation experience to be guided by this text here. This is a 12-power meditation exercise. It was written by Charles Roth, and there's some affirmations that we'll use to guide our time together, and then, of course, some time in the silence and in the stillness. So we'll give folks just a little bit of time to join us and to find our feed and get connected with tonight's experience. But while we're waiting, I did just want to share with you something I realized or learned today. Is that this year marks the 100th anniversary of Charles Fillmore's The 12 Powers of Man, and was originally published in Unity magazine as a series of articles. And so when I learned that today, I thought, well, why not just in honor of that 100-year anniversary, let's just go ahead and allow tonight's experience to be guided by the 12 powers. So, as we begin this experience this evening, I would just like to invite you to, as always, become comfortable where you are. To find a place in your home, whether you've got a standard meditation spot you go to, or you just like to sit in the stillness wherever the mood strikes you. I'd just like to invite you to take this opportunity to become comfortable, to center yourself in, to breathe in, and to release that breath. To know that as we breathe in, we connect with the power and the presence of Spirit as us. And as we breathe out, we release any feelings of worry, any negative thoughts, anything that's distracting us from this right now present moment. We breathe in the presence of God, and we breathe out the worries about our to-do list. We breathe in the presence of Spirit, and we release the thoughts of what is still yet to come tonight. Choosing right here and right now to focus solely on that divine light, that divine love, divine presence of Spirit as us. And so as we go through this meditation tonight, we'll spend some time hearing an affirmation, some time sitting in silence, and some time focusing on fully realizing and understanding the truth of Spirit as us right here and right now. And so we begin just by placing our attention just right here, right on the crown of our head. And as we allow our attention to drift to that spot, we can say to ourselves, think to yourself, the light of God is awakened in me. The light of God is awakened in me. Focusing on that superconscious level of our mind, we affirm the light of God is awakened in me. Remaining connected to that power, that presence of spirit, we move our attention now down to our forehead. From the crown of our head to our forehead. That place that represents our conscious level of mind. And in that space of attention, we affirm, I am aware that the light of God is awakened in me. I am aware that the light of God is awakened in me. And so we rest in that awareness right here and right now as the light of Spirit awakens within us. I am aware that the light of God is awakened in me. Traveling from our forehead down to the solar plexus. That place that exists as the seat of our subconscious level of mind, the feeling level of our body. We allow gratitude to take hold in us right here and right now. Affirming, I am grateful that the light of God is awakened in me. I am grateful that the light of God is awakened in me. Unity's co-founder Charles Fillmore often said that gratitude was the great multiplier. His affirmation was that the things that we are grateful for are the things that increase in our lives. And so right now, right here, right where you are, wherever you're watching, we take this opportunity to feel grateful for the awakening of Spirit in us. And with that sense of gratitude in our hearts, we move now into each one of our 12 powers, those 12 divine qualities, those 12 divine strengths, and the divine attributes of God that are ours to call forth in any moment. And though we'll move through all of them, I would just invite you, if there's a particular power, a particular quality that it is you'd like to work with, just Remember, you can use this affirmation whenever you would like. And we'll begin with our power of faith. Drawing our attention to that divine quality of faith. Calling forth our power of faith, we affirm the light of God in me is quickening my power of faith. The light of God in me is quickening my faculty of faith. And so we breathe into that knowingness, breathing in and releasing the power of faith as us. Quickening and awakening to that truth. Knowing and affirming that the light of God in me is training my faculty of faith to detach itself from depending on outer conditions and helping it focus on the presence and power of Spirit. Because the light of God in me is quickening my faculty of faith. Moving our attention now to that divine faculty, the divine quality, the power of strength. We affirm, I am strong in the Spirit. I am strong in God. I am strong in the Christ light. I am strong in the universal presence. Whatever word we choose to use for the presence of God, we affirm that we are strong in that presence. That presence is strong within us. For we are strength. And we take this opportunity to feel that strength flowing through us now. Calling forth now our divine wisdom, the divine quality of wisdom, divine faculty of wisdom. That power that we have within us to connect with divine wisdom and pull forward the wisdom of Spirit into our lives. We connect with that power. And we affirm, I am wise. I am wisdom. I know beyond knowing, for I am wisdom. Divine wisdom is mine, right here and right now. for that is the truth of who and what I am. Bringing our attention to our heart space. To that place where the presence of love lives within us, where the power, the faculty of love lives within us. Releasing any preconceived notions about what love is, what it should be. Releasing feelings of whether or not we feel worthy of love. We affirm right here, right now, together, I am love. I am love. Calling forth that divine faculty, moving past any feeling of I am loved, I am lovable, I am loving. We affirm that we are the very presence of love itself. I am love. We allow that great power of love to melt away any discord in our being. As we move our attention now back up to our throat, to the location of our divine power of power, the divine faculty of power. This is the quality that gives creative power to those words that we speak. For we know the spiritual truth that the words we speak have creative energy in our lives. Just as our thoughts have power, our words have the power to create our experiences. And so connecting with that quality of power, with that faculty of power, we affirm, I am power. I am power. Deeply connected to the source of my being, I release my power into the world through my voice, speaking confidently, speaking boldly, knowing that I co-create the reality of my experience with Spirit, for I am power. Moving from that seat of power right here in our throat, up to this place right here, to where our quality of imagination lies. That mystical third eye, the divine quality that allows us the power to imagine the world not as it exists with our physical eyes, but to imagine the world as we choose to see it, with the eyes of Spirit. The divine power, that divine quality that allows us to imagine things as we wish they would be. And then utilizing the power of our voice, the power of power, to call them forth into existence. We link our imagination firmly in the hands of Spirit as we affirm, my imagination is spiritually quickened. My imagination is spiritually quickened. Connecting now with that divine quality of understanding, the divine quality that is a knowing that comes from within. We affirm that the light of understanding enables us to see clearly, and we take right action. The light of understanding enables us to see clearly as we take right action. Allowing that inner knowing to guide our decisions. We call forth the presence of will, knowing that we have the will to do what is ours to do. Resting in divine order, we call forth that presence, that power of spirit that exists as divine order, as divine light. Affirming my mind, body, and affairs are in divine order. At this time in our lives when so much can seem out of order, so much can seem unknown, we affirm our power, our faculty, our quality of order as we state, my mind, body, and affairs are in divine order. My mind, body, and affairs are in divine order. Moving now to that quality of zeal, that divine faculty of zeal, that quality of energy, of enthusiasm. That quality that we can call on when we feel ourselves physically drained, when we feel low energy. We can call forth that divine presence of zeal, and we do so now as we affirm together, I am filled with tireless energy to do what is mine to do. I am filled with tireless energy to do what is mine to do. Feeling ourselves sizzling with zeal and enthusiasm We know that we are filled with the divine energy to do all that is mine to do. Connecting with that power of understanding, we receive our inner knowing. We call forth our energy. We call forth our power of will. And we step boldly into what is ours to do. For we are filled with tireless energy. Moving now to our power, our quality, our faculty of elimination and renunciation. Knowing how important it is for us to release and let go of those things that no longer serve us. Maybe we have something come to mind right here and right now that we're ready to let go of. And as those thoughts, those things, those beliefs, those old patterns of behavior come to mind, we affirm that the light of God in me is helping me to release and let go all that is limited, false, outworn, and that stands in the way of my spiritual unfoldment. The light of God in me is helping me to release and let go all that is limited, false, outworn, and that stands in the way of my spiritual unfoldment. And I stand ready to transcend those old limiting beliefs and call forth my fullness as the light of God. Now, having released what is standing in our way, we call forth that power of life, the faculty of life, the creative power of our life, affirming that the pure, restorative, cleansing life of God is flowing through me now. I feel it, and I am grateful. The divine quality of life flows through me here and now. The pure, restorative, cleansing life of spirit is flowing through me now. I feel it, and I am grateful. And so as we bring this time of focusing on our 12 divine qualities to a close, we bring our attention back to our crown, back to that crown of our head, as we allow ourselves to fill with gratitude, affirming once again, the light of God is awakened in me. The light of God is awakened in me. And it is for that awakening that I am grateful. And so we close this time of meditation, this time of stillness, simply by speaking the prayer for protection. Knowing for ourselves and for our world that the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. That wherever we are, God is. And it is for that that we are grateful. And so we wiggle our toes, we wiggle our fingers, we breathe into this moment. We come back to this time, this place. as we open our eyes and recenter ourselves right here and right now. We are grateful for this time of spiritual connection. We are grateful for this peace and this presence of light and love. I just want to thank all of you for spending time in meditation with me, spending this time focusing on and calling forth our 12 powers. And know that you can do this in any moment, that at any moment of your day, you can just connect with and call forth your power of strength, your power of will, your power of understanding, that these powers are inherent in all of us. So I hope you have a wonderful evening. We'll be back on tomorrow morning. We'll be sharing the daily word at 10 o'clock. Now, I want to invite you to join us at 10 o'clock because it's possible we'll have a very special surprise for you. If all goes well, and we'll affirm the technological gods will smile upon us tomorrow morning. But join us at 10 o'clock on our Facebook page for a very special daily word. I'll have some thoughts to share with you about grace, and perhaps we'll have a special guest join us then. But until we're able to meet again, God bless you all. Namaste. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you again very soon.